when you're working corner, there's a checklist that you should go through internally before going to your working assignment. Number 1, make sure you know what corner you're working on. Number 2, make sure you know where your corner is in reference to the course. Check your course map. That'll indicate what corner numbers are where in regards to what features are on the map. 3, find your corner captain, go up to them, introduce yourself if you don't already know them, and tell them that you're here to work corner. Your corner captain will tell you where to work. Also, please take mental note of where your corner captor is going to stand so you can properly indicate the penalty call in a quickly fashion without having to try to locate your corner captain. And lastly, when your corner captain tells you what area you're working, please go out, check your course, make sure all the cones are in their proper space, especially if you're working after running heat, because a lot of times when the course workers are done, they don't check the cones before coming in. It's good, and it's your responsibility to make sure the course is set up properly for the next car to come. As you noticed from walking course this morning, all the cones were laid out for you in such a way where the course was set up to follow a nice little track. If you look down at the cones themselves, you'll notice that every single cone on the course is marked by a box. We used drywall to mark this, that way it's environmentally safe, but also stands out really well on the pavement. And as you can see here, we have a pointer cone and a typical cone that you would find in a gate or a slalom right here. And as you can see, it's set in the box. So once the whole course is set up and all the cones are marked and everything, we're ready to go to have our first car come out. Course worker scenario number 1. A car comes by, hits the cone gets knocked down. As you can see, the primary cone is knocked down next to the pointer cone, and it's outside the box. When you see this, you grab the cone, you hold it up in the air, make eye contact with your corner captain, placing it back in the box, move away. Scenario number 2, a car comes by, hits the cone, pushes it out of the box, but the cone is still standing up. Even though the cone is still standing up, it's outside the box, so that still is a penalty. Grab the cone, hold up to your corner captain, make eye contact, place the cone back in the box, get out of the way. Scenario number 3, a car comes by, gets close to a cone, makes contact with it, wiggles it a little bit, but still remains upright. As you can tell here, by looking down, the cone is still touching the box. Rules of autocross is, if you hit a cone, and any part of the cone, even if it's a corner, is touching the box that is drawn around the cone, that is not considered a penalty. You grab it, put it back in there, call it a safe. Scenario number 4, and this happens often, where a car comes by, hits the cone, flies up into the air, does all kinds of somersaults, but still comes down, standing upright inside the box. That is still considered a safe call, no penalty. Put it back in place, you look at your corner captain, safe, get out of the way.
Corner 1, go ahead, 1, 38 ES plus 1. Thank you, 1.
A reminder about pointer cones. When pointer cones get knocked away, they do not count. They're there for just directional purposes. So if a car were to come by, take these cones and completely knock them out of the way, you still have to go up, pick them up, put them back into place, but the upright cone is the only one that's a penalty. Make sure you hold it up, look at your corner captain, put it back in the box, walk away. When working course, there may be times where you have a slight delay in the next car coming, whether it's a hold to start or a red flag situation or anything like that. If you know you have enough time and it's safe, please, as you're working corner, check all your cones. Make sure they're in the box. As you can tell here, this cone down here is still the majority in the box, but not quite perfect. And from a distance, you might not notice this right away that it's been hit and moved out of the box. So make sure when you have a downtime, come up, check your cones, make sure everything is all perfect for the next car to come.